Okay, so let's dive into this. We're talking about the three new CRA benefit payments coming in December 2024. Yeah, this is a big deal, especially with everything going on like rising costs and financial stress for so many people. These payments are designed to provide some much-needed relief. I see how this could really help, right? So, let's break this down in detail and see what it's all about. Hashtag first. The family benefit payment. All right, let's start with the first one, which is aimed at families with kids. Yeah, raising kids is expensive, like really expensive, from food to childcare, clothing, school supplies, you name it. And with the cost of living creeping up, a lot of families are feeling the pinch. This benefit is designed to help cover those essentials, which, okay, is super important, right? So, yeah, if you're already receiving something like the Canada Child Benefit, CCB, this could be an additional payment on top of that. Imagine a little extra coming in just before the holidays. Sounds great, yeah? But, there's a catch. You need to make sure your taxes are up to date because, the CRA uses your income info to decide if you qualify, right? So if you've been putting off your tax filing, now's the time to get it done. Families with lower incomes might get the biggest boost here, which makes sense, yeah? It's all about making sure kids have access to the things they need, no matter the family's financial situation. So if you're a parent, definitely keep an eye on your CRA account in December. Hashtag second. Support for low-income workers. Next up, we've got a benefit targeting low-income workers. And honestly, yeah, this one's so important because there are so many people working really hard, like full-time jobs or even multiple part-time gigs, but still struggling to make ends meet. That's tough, right? This benefit is meant to help ease the burden of everyday expenses like groceries, transportation, and yeah, just keeping the lights on. Now, okay, this isn't like a replacement for your paycheck or anything, but it's extra support for those who need it most. The government seems to be expanding existing programs like the Canada Workers Benefit, CWB. So if you're already part of that, you might see a little more in December, right? It's definitely a good idea to double-check your eligibility. Oh, and yeah, just like with the family benefit, your taxes play a big role here. The CRA bases these payments on your most recent tax return, so if you haven't filed for 2023, you could miss out. Okay, lesson learned. Always stay on top of your taxes. Hashtag third. Relief for seniors. Okay. Let's talk about seniors now. This third payment is specifically for older Canadians who are living on fixed incomes like, people relying on Old Age Security, OAS, or Guaranteed Income Supplement, GIS. I see how this could be a huge help, especially with inflation making everything, groceries, rent, utilities, so much more expensive. It's tough out there for seniors, right? The idea here is to provide a little extra cushion, to make sure seniors can afford basic necessities without having to dip into savings or, feel like they're constantly pinching pennies. This extra payment will likely go directly to those already enrolled in OAS or GIS. So yeah, if you're in that group, keep an eye out. It's also worth noting that seniors who aren't currently enrolled in those programs might want to look into them, okay? Yeah, it's not just about this one-time benefit. Those programs can provide ongoing support which, right, can make a big difference in the long run. Hashtag how to make sure you get these payments. So the big question is, how do you make sure you're actually getting these payments? It's pretty straightforward, but there are a few things to keep in mind. 1. File your taxes. Okay, this is the most important step. If you haven't filed your 2023 taxes yet, you need to do that ASAP. The CRA uses your income information from your tax return to figure out if you qualify for these benefits. No taxes, no benefits. It's that simple. 2. Update your CRA account. right? Make sure all your info is current in your CRA My account. This includes your address, direct deposit details, and anything else that might affect how you receive payments. Yeah, you don't want to miss out because of an outdated address or something, okay? 3. Check eligibility criteria. The CRA usually lays out pretty clear guidelines on who qualifies for what. So yeah, take a few minutes to check. If you're unsure about anything, you can always contact them directly. Better safe than sorry, right? Hashtag, 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 why these payments matter. Okay, so let's zoom out a bit and talk about why these payments are such a big deal. It's no secret that the cost of living has been climbing, yeah? Families, workers, and seniors are all feeling the pressure. These payments are meant to, take some of that weight off, even if it's just a little. While they're not a long-term fix for systemic issues like income inequality or high housing costs, they do provide immediate relief. Yeah, and sometimes that's exactly what people need, a little breathing room to get through tough times. I see this as a government acknowledging the struggles that many Canadians are facing right now. It's a step in the right direction, yeah? But it's also a reminder that, we need to keep pushing for more sustainable solutions, right? Hashtag, hashtag, hashtag final thoughts. All right, so to wrap this up, these 3 new CRA benefit payments in December 2024 could be a real game changer for families, low-income workers, and seniors. Yeah, it's about providing support where it's needed most, and making sure no one gets left behind. Okay,